Have you ever felt like life has come to a standstill? As if, no matter how hard you try, something invisible is blocking your health, your relationships, or even your finances. The truth is that, often, what is needed is not more effort. It is energy aligned with abundance. And the most surprising thing? Jesus, before performing his miracles, did something simple, something that any of us can do. He said, "Thanks." It seems too simple, right? But that's exactly where the key lies. This small gesture, often forgotten in the rush of everyday life, carries an ancestral strength. It's not just a word. It's a mantra, a direct command to subconscious, a secret password that unlocks miracles. And this is not just in Christian traditions. The Quran, a Bible, the teachings of Einstein, and even the secrets of law of attraction point to the same path: gratitude transform. If you've tried 1,001 techniques to manifest the life of your dreams, repetition of affirmations, wish charts, visualizations, and nothing worked, perhaps you're forgetting the most important part. Feel gratitude before the blessing arrives. Yes, before, like Jesus did, as the wise men of all ages taught. We are not talking about a magic formula, but about a deep spiritual practice, validated by generations, that you can start today. So if you're ready to get out of survival mode and into miracle mode, hold tight. In this video, together we will uncover the hidden power behind the word "thank you" and how to use it in the right way, at the right time, with the right emotion, because that's what activates the true manifestation. Get ready for a journey that will change your heart, your faith, and, most importantly, your results in your life. There are people who think that "thank you" is just a polite word. But what if I told you that she is, in fact, a magic mantra with real power to transform your life? When you repeat "thank you" with intention and emotion, you're not just being polite. You're sending a direct signal to your partner, subconscious, and for the universe, saying, "I have already received it." And guess what? The law of attraction responds with more of what you feel you have. Abundance attracts abundance. Complaints attract more reasons to complain. In practice, it works like this. You may be in the red, with a broken heart or feeling pain in your body. But if you stop, take a deep breath and repeat "thank you" a few times, with faith, as if everything had already changed, something changes inside you. The energy changes. And when the energy changes, reality begins to reorganize. Sound mystical? Perhaps. But how many times has too rational left us paralyzed? Jesus, before multiplying the loaves or healing the sick, thank you in advance. This wasn't just faith, it was direct access to the power of gratitude. He knew that by saying "thank you" before seeing the miracle, he was activating one of the oldest laws of creation. Feeling as if it were already real is the shortest way to become real. This is pure manifestation, wrapped in ancient wisdom, but totally applicable today, here and now. Want to start today? Choose a quiet moment in your day. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say "thank you" at least 10 times. It may seem little, but with the repetition, your subconscious begins to accept this new frequency. You are reprogramming your mind, rewriting your story, and, in addition, connecting with something much bigger. Call it God, Jesus, universe, or simply life to the full. The important thing is to feel. The truth is that the gratitude, it's not just a pretty idea or a spiritual fad on the internet. It is at the roots of the world's greatest religious traditions. In Bible, in Matthew 13 verse 12, we read, "For to him who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away." Strong, right? But look at the secret there. Those who recognize and are grateful for what they have, even if it seems little, activates the abundance. Those who only focus on lack attract more scarcity. Jesus was talking about frequency of manifestation temple. The Quran also reinforces this. In Surah 14:7, "If you are grateful, I will give you more. But if you are ungrateful, my punishment is severe." Does it seem harsh? Perhaps. But it is, above all, a powerful reminder. The emotion we carry shapes what we receive. A repetition of gratitude, it's not just a spiritual practice, it's a technology of the soul. With each sincere thank you, you align your heart with the principles that move the universe. When you understand that gratitude is written on the sacred pages, you begin to realize that it is not optional for those who want to live with purpose, peace, and prosperity. The Bible, the Quran, the teachings of Jesus, Muhammad, and many other teachers are unanimous. Giving thanks is an act of faith that brings practical results. Miracles, healings, reconciliations, doors that open, it all starts with a grateful heart. And this is a habit that can and should be cultivated. So, the next time you are reading a verse, listening to a sermon, or reflecting on your life, ask yourself, how can I be more thankful today? It could be for waking up, for the water you drink, for the lesson hidden in a problem. The transformation, it starts with a simple thank you. And this simple gesture, repeated with intention, it may be the most powerful prayer you have ever prayed. It may seem strange, but yes, the gratitude can heal. Not only body pain, but also heart pain. When the relationships seem to fall apart and health, I'm sorry, what do we normally do? We complain, we victimize ourselves, we point the finger. But what if, instead, you decided to focus on the good that still exists? Be grateful for the moments of affection, for the small improvements, for the strength that still remains. This changes everything, because where there is appreciation, there is space for treatment. Let's be real, no one lives on flowers alone. But whoever learns to see beauty even in thorns blooms faster. You know that partner who is distant? Or that friend who seems to have disappeared? Instead of wallowing in resentment, how about starting to repeat in your head, thank you for everything we've experienced. Thank you for the lesson. You are changing the emotional frequency, and little by little, this is reflected in the other person's behavior, or, at least, in your state of peace. And with health, the logic is the same. The body feels everything. Unresolved emotions turn into tension, illness, blockages. Have you tried thanking your body, even when you are sick? Thank you, lungs, for still breathing. Thank you, heart, for still beating. Thank you, pain, for reminding me that I need to look within. It may seem crazy, but that's exactly it. Emotional connection with the body, which activates regeneration processes. Science is already starting to catch up with this, but ancient wisdom always knew. If you want to see real changes, start a gratitude journal focused on these areas today. Write down 3 things you are grateful for in your emotional life and 3 in your health, even if everything seems like chaos. Do this for 21 days. Repetition is key. The subconscious needs time to reprogram. And for every thank you write, also say it out loud. It's not magic. It's manifestation with emotional intent. And the results? Oh, the results come. It is not today that great masters talk about gratitude as the key to everything. Jesus gave thanks before miracles. Buddha taught contentment as a form of freedom. Krishna spoke of service with a grateful heart. And Muhammad said that whoever does not thank people does not thank God. This is no coincidence. And ancient wisdom, transmitted for millennia, that crosses cultures, languages, and religions. And if so many teachers agree, who are we to ignore? But it's not just spiritual leaders. Even scientific geniuses were on the same page. Einstein, for example, said that his day began with a prayer of gratitude. Yes, he was grateful for all the thinkers who came before him, for the invisible laws that govern the universe, and even for the questions that still had no answers. Craziness? No. Elevated consciousness. Gratitude wasn't just a feeling. It was mindset that expanded your creativity and vision. And if you look at modern success stories, you'll see the same pattern. Oprah Winfrey talks candidly about how keeping a gratitude journal changed her life. Will Smith, Jim Carrey, Tony Robbins, they all use gratitude practices to align thought and emotion before any important decision. This is no coincidence. It is behavioral science, practical spirituality, and law of attraction working together. Do you want to follow the path of the wise and successful? Create your own gratitude ritual. It could be in the morning, with a coffee in hand, or at night, looking at the sky. Give thanks for 3 things in the day. Reinforce this out loud or in thought, as if you were telling a close friend. Because, in reality, your subconscious is listening. And he is the silent partner who helps you manifest miracles, as long as you know what to sow in it. You know that time when the day finally falls silent, the bed hugs you and your thoughts start to run wild? Because that's exactly when the magic happens. Before going to sleep, your subconscious you are more receptive, more vulnerable to the seeds you plant. Therefore, repeat thanks 10 times with an open heart can be one of the most powerful practices you adopt in life. It's simple, it costs nothing, and it transforms a lot. No need for a candle, incense, or fancy technique. Just you, your breath, and the word thank you. It can be whispered or mentalized, but it has to come with true emotion. Remember, thought without emotion is just noise. It's like trying to turn on a light bulb without electricity. When you feel grateful, something lights up inside you. And this glow is perceived by the energy that surrounds you. That's where the demonstrations begin to take shape. Jesus, before performing miracles, thank you in advance. It was not a symbolic gesture. It was an alignment of faith, thought, and emotion. By repeating thank you before bed, you are doing the same, surrendering your night, your life, and your desires with confidence. It's like saying to the universe, or God, if you prefer, I know it's already done. I'm just here celebrating before the party starts. This changes everything. Change your sleep. Change your next day. Change you. If you want to go a step further, try associating the repetition of thank you with an intention. For example, thank you for my restored health. Thank you for the love I'm experiencing. Thank you for the abundance that comes easily. It doesn't matter if it hasn't happened yet. The secret is an act as if it were already real. The mind, body, and spirit begin to reorganize in this direction. And then, my friend, the impossible starts to seem like just a matter of time. Let's get straight to the point. Just thinking thank you is no use if you're in robot mode. Mechanical gratitude doesn't activate anything. True power is in the sum of thought plus emotion. When you think thank you and feel it vibrating in your chest, the subconscious understands that it is real. And he does not distinguish what is memory, imagination, or concrete fact. He only reacts to emotional frequency that you send. And it is this frequency that builds your reality. Imagine someone saying, I love you, with a face like they're asking for change. It doesn't stick, right? With thank you, it's the same thing. It is necessary to feel gratitude, even if for something small, like the taste of coffee, a tight hug, or even a sigh of relief at the end of the day. This feeling is what connects you with energy of abundance. When you feel, you attract. And when you repeat this often, you transforms. Einstein said that everything is energy, and he wasn't kidding. Your thinking is like the script of a movie, but your emotion is the soundtrack. Without emotion, the scene loses power. With emotion, even a simple scene becomes epic. So, do you want to manifest something great? It's not enough to imagine. You have to live it inside. Feel gratitude as if you have already received it, even if the outside world says otherwise. The internal world comes first. A practical exercise. Close your eyes for a minute and visualize something you want. Now, put a strong emotion into it. Feel the joy, the peace, the relief of having already received. And then say, thank you. Simple, direct, and powerful. The law of attraction, combined with this emotional impulse, becomes a creative gear that drives you forward. You're not just wishing, it's creating. And that's the difference between daydreaming and live a miracle. Who said the magic, thank you, only works before bed? Quite the opposite. The beauty of the mantra is exactly this. It can, and should, be used in the most common moments of the day. While brushing your teeth, washing the dishes, waiting for the elevator, or facing traffic. Every idle moment is a chance to reprogram your subconscious, raise your energy, and align your heart with what you want to manifest. Constant repetition, even if discreet, transforms your emotional state. Have you ever noticed how a negative thought can ruin your day? Well, thank you works as a silent antidote. Instead of ruminating on problems, you plant solutions. And the best part, This doesn't require extra time in your schedule. Just train your mind to remember to be grateful even for no apparent reason. And that's when the miracle begins. When you give thanks before seeing any sign. Think of thank you as a secret button. You squeeze and your brain starts producing more serotonin, more endorphins, more peace. Your frequency goes up, your posture changes, and people start to treat you differently. Coincidence? None of that. It's energy in motion. You start to attract what vibrates. And when this becomes a habit, you don't even need to try anymore. The gratitude becomes your new identity. A practical tip: stick reminders around the house, on the mirror, on the refrigerator, even on your cell phone screen protector. Write, "Thank you." As simple as that. Every time you catch your eye, repeat it in a low voice or mentally. Make it a personal game. The reward? More clarity, more peace, more abundance flowing. Because when thank you becomes a way of life, manifestation becomes a consequence. So, my friend, just let life surprise you. And now, tell me, what's stopping you from starting today? One word, 10 repetitions, a few seconds a day. Is it the time, the doubt, or perhaps the old habit of thinking that a miracle is a distant thing? But what if you tested it? What if it worked? The worst that can happen is your life will start to change. Little by little, like opening a window and letting the sun in. Have you thought about that? You don't need to understand everything now. Just need to feel. Connect with the emotion, with the moment. Because everything you seek, health, abundance, deeper relationships, already exists in the form of possibility. The gratitude is the key that turns the lock. So why not say it again right now? Thank you. Go there. Whisper. Sit down. Let it vibrate. Now, before you leave here, let me ask you, what would happen if you took this seriously for a week? Or for a month? How would your life change if you let thank you guide your thoughts? You don't need to answer me now, but I'll answer it for you. Because that's where the real begins transformation. And if this content touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and come with us on this journey. Here we talk about spirituality with our feet on the ground and faith with our eyes shining. Because a miracle is not just something that happens, it is something that is created.